From jungle-covered cities to temples carved straight out of rock, humanity has always built with purpose, to be remembered, to inspire, to leave a mark. Spanning continents and centuries, these 25 ancient sites reveal just how brilliant and bold our ancestors really were. Some are sacred, some are forgotten, and a few feel like they shouldn't even exist. Honestly, I'm still stunned by number 2. And number 1? It's one of the most mind-blowing places on Earth. I'm genuinely excited to take you through these. Get ready for the ultimate journey through time and civilization. This is the top 25 ancient man-made sites in the world. Number 25. Ayutthaya, Thailand. Ayutthaya was the jewel of Southeast Asia, a thriving capital founded in 1350 that became one of the world's most cosmopolitan cities. Located where 3 rivers converge, it attracted traders from Europe, Japan, India, and China. At its height, it boasted over 400 temples, golden palaces, and massive monasteries. The architecture was a stunning mix of Khmer, Sukhothai, and Sri Lankan styles. But in 1767, the Burmese invaded and razed the city to the ground. Its glorious structures were reduced to haunting ruins of headless Buddhas and crumbling stupas. Today, the Ayutthaya Historical Park preserves this once great empire, a testament to Thailand's rich cultural heritage and enduring legacy. Let this place leave its mark on you. Number 24. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge, built around 2500 BCE, continues to puzzle scientists and historians alike. Its towering sarsen stones, some weighing up to 25 tons, were dragged over 150 miles without wheels or modern tools. What was it for? A burial site? A solar calendar? A place of ritual sacrifice? Maybe all of the above. It aligns perfectly with the summer and winter solstices, hinting at astronomical significance. Yet its spiritual and cultural role remains a mystery. Surrounded by ancient burial mounds and wooden henges, this Neolithic masterpiece remains a sacred site and one of Britain's most iconic monuments. An enduring enigma in stone. Now let the landscape do the talking. Number 23. Mesa Verde, USA. Carved high into the cliffs of modern-day Colorado, Mesa Verde's cliff dwellings were home to the ancestral Puebloans for over 700 years. Starting around 600 AD, they built pit houses, then stone villages, and eventually, the remarkable cliff palaces by the 12th century. These multi-room complexes were both strategic and symbolic, offering protection and adapting to climate challenges. Over 600 cliff dwellings still survive, with some like Cliff Palace having over 150 rooms and ceremonial kivas. By the late 1200s, the inhabitants mysteriously vanished, likely due to drought and social unrest. Today, Mesa Verde National Park preserves this heritage, a sacred window into Native American ingenuity and resilience. A final glimpse before we move on. Number 22. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. Sigiriya, also known as Lion Rock, rises nearly 200 meters above the jungle. A massive column of stone that became the heart of a royal palace in the 5th century. King Kashyapa built his fortress here, complete with gardens, moats, water systems, and even a giant lion-shaped entrance carved into the rock itself. Inside, mirrored walls once reflected stunning frescoes, painted images of celestial nymphs. It wasn't just a fortress, it was a bold declaration of divine kingship. After the king's fall, the site became a Buddhist monastery, preserving its sacredness. Today, Sigiriya is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where myth, power, and art converge dramatically above the jungle canopy. Lose yourself in the details. Number 21. Masada, Israel. Masada isn't just an ancient ruin, it's a symbol of defiance. Built by King Herod the Great in the 1st century BCE as a winter palace and fortress, it overlooks the Dead Sea from atop a remote plateau. With cisterns, bathhouses, and storehouses, it was self-sustaining and impenetrable. But its most famous chapter came decades later when nearly 1,000 Jewish rebels took refuge there after Jerusalem fell to Rome. In 73 AD, after a brutal Roman siege using an enormous ramp, the rebels chose death over surrender. Today, Masada stands not only as an architectural marvel of the desert, but also as a haunting reminder of courage, sacrifice, and national identity. Here's why this place stays with you. Number 20. Hampi, India. Once the glittering capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, was one of the wealthiest cities in the world during the 14th to 16th centuries. It sprawled across granite hills and fertile plains, dotted with more than 1,600 surviving ruins, temples, palaces, market streets, and sacred tanks. The Virupaksha temple still functions today, while the massive stone chariot in the Vitala temple complex remains a marvel of Indian stone architecture. At its peak, Hampi dazzled travelers with its grandeur, but in 1565 it was sacked and destroyed by a confederation of rival sultanates. Its ruins now rest eerily silent, surrounded by boulders and legends, a ghost city echoing the rise and fall of a once mighty Hindu empire. Let your imagination wander through the view. Number 19. Pompeii, Italy. Pompeii was a bustling Roman city with theaters, villas, bathhouses, and brothels, until Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, burying it under tons of ash and pumice. What could have been a forgotten tragedy became one of archaeology's greatest time capsules. Ash preserved the city's walls, streets, and even the expressions on victims' faces. Today, you can walk ancient roads with visible wheel ruts, explore fresco-covered villas, and witness the haunting casts of people frozen in their final moments. Pompeii is a vivid snapshot of Roman daily life, raw, real, and heartbreakingly human, frozen in time by disaster. Sit back. This one deserves a moment. Number 18. Tulum, Mexico. Perched on a cliff overlooking the turquoise Caribbean Sea, Tulum was a late-period Mayan walled city that flourished between the 13th and 15th centuries. It served as a vital trading port, especially for obsidian, jade, and textiles. Unlike most Mayan cities deep in the jungle, Tulum was a coastal outpost, fortified by limestone walls and guided by a temple that also doubled as a lighthouse for sea travelers. Though relatively small, its Temple of the Frescoes still features vivid depictions of Mayan deities. As Spanish conquest spread, Tulum was abandoned, but its dramatic setting and spiritual air remain untouched. It's one of the few places where you can stand in ancient ruins and gaze directly into the infinite blue of the sea. This is the kind of beauty you have to feel. Number 17. Ephesus, Turkey. Ephesus was one of the great cities of the ancient Mediterranean, founded by the Greeks, expanded by the Romans, and home to the famed Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Walking through Ephesus today feels like stepping into a living marble museum. The Library of Celsus still towers with elegance, and the vast amphitheater could hold over 20,000 spectators. It was a center of trade, culture, and early Christianity, even mentioned in the New Testament. Earthquakes and invasions led to its decline, but its remains are among the most beautifully preserved in the world. A window into Greco-Roman urban life at its peak. Here's the view that makes it unforgettable. Number 16. Ellora Caves, India. Carved directly into a basalt cliff, the Ellora Caves are a series of 34 rock-cut temples and monasteries, built between the 6th and 10th centuries, representing Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism in perfect harmony. The crown jewel is the Kailasa Temple, a monolithic wonder carved from a single rock, larger than the Parthenon, created top-down over decades without modern tools. Its pillars, deities, and courtyards were all chiseled with mind-bending precision. Ellora is more than a religious site. It's a message of tolerance, coexistence, and the artistic heights of ancient Indian civilization. Let this be your escape for the next few seconds. Number 15. Terracotta Army, China. In 1974, farmers digging a well uncovered one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time: an underground army built to protect China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in the afterlife. The Terracotta Army consists of over 8,000 life-size soldiers, chariots, and horses, each with distinct facial features and expressions. Crafted over 2,200 years ago, they were buried in massive pits near the emperor's tomb, which remains largely untouched to this day. The scale is staggering, but what's even more impressive is the detail: armor, hairstyles, even rank-specific uniforms. This silent army reflects the might of ancient China's imperial ambitions and the emperor's obsession with immortality. A quiet moment, with something extraordinary. Number 14. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Deep in the Yucatan jungle lies Chichen Itza, a monumental Mayan city that reached its peak around the 10th century. At its heart stands El Castillo, the Temple of Kukulkan, a step pyramid that doubles as a cosmic calendar. During the equinox, a serpent-shaped shadow slithers down its steps, connecting sky and earth. But that's just the beginning. The complex includes an ancient observatory, the Great Ball Court, the largest in Mesoamerica, and temples adorned with skulls and warriors. Chichen Itza wasn't just a religious center. It was scientific, political, and ceremonial, where astronomy and myth danced together under the blazing sun. Here's why it's more than just a destination. Number 13. Acropolis of Athens, Greece. Rising above the heart of Athens, the Acropolis is the enduring symbol of democracy, philosophy, and Western civilization. Dominated by the Parthenon, a temple to Athena built in the 5th century BCE, the site includes other marvels like the Erechtheion, with its iconic caryatid statues, and the Temple of Nike. Every stone reflects ancient Greek ideals: symmetry, harmony, and reason. It was both a sanctuary and a statement of cultural supremacy. Though it has endured wars, explosions, and time itself, the Acropolis still stands, not just as a ruin, but as a monument to human intellect and artistic mastery. Let yourself be still and watch. Number 12. Bagan, Myanmar. Imagine a plain where over 10,000 Buddhist temples once dotted the horizon. That's Bagan. Between the 9th and 13th centuries, Bagan was the capital of a mighty Burmese kingdom and a spiritual powerhouse. Today, over 2,000 temples still stand, some large and golden, others small and crumbling. Each structure tells a story of kings, monks, artists, and pilgrims. Unlike many ancient cities built for commerce or war, Bagan was shaped by devotion. From sunrise balloon rides to exploring on foot, the landscape is otherworldly, a place where past and present blend in silence and sand. The kind of place that stays with you. Just watch. Number 11. Tikal, Guatemala. Deep in the rainforests of northern Guatemala, Tikal rises from the jungle like a city forgotten by time. It was once one of the most powerful capitals of the ancient Maya, with towering pyramids, royal palaces, and ceremonial platforms. At its height around the 8th century, Tikal was home to tens of thousands, ruled by kings with names like Jaguar Paw. The Great Plaza, flanked by Pyramids 1 and 2, still commands awe. But by the 10th century, it was abandoned, likely due to warfare and ecological strain. Today, monkeys swing through its ruins, and the jungle whispers the secrets of a lost civilization. This is where the real magic begins. Number 10. Karnak Temple in Egypt. Karnak isn't just one temple. It's an entire religious complex, one of the largest ever built by mankind. Spanning over 200 acres, it was constructed across 2,000 years by more than 30 pharaohs. At its center is the awe-inspiring hypostyle hall, a forest of 134 colossal stone columns, each etched with hieroglyphs and towering up to 70 feet. Dedicated mainly to the god Amun-Ra, Karnak was a spiritual and political heart of ancient Egypt, where ceremonies, festivals, and even oracles shaped dynasties. Walking through its avenues of ram-headed sphinxes and giant obelisks, you can still feel the pulse of a civilization obsessed with gods, stars, and eternity. Time to simply appreciate what's in front of you. Number 9. Borobudur, Indonesia. Hidden in the lush hills of central Java, Borobudur is the world's largest Buddhist temple, a 9th century marvel built from over 2 million volcanic stones. It's shaped like a giant mandala, symbolizing the Buddhist path to enlightenment. As you ascend its 9 stacked platforms, you pass over 2,600 carved panels and 500 serene Buddha statues, culminating in a massive central stupa. Borobudur isn't just a temple, it's a spiritual journey in stone. Forgotten for centuries under layers of volcanic ash and jungle, it was rediscovered in the 19th century and restored to its full glory. It stands today not only as Indonesia's national treasure, but as a monument to peace, meditation, and cosmic harmony. Now feel what makes this place unforgettable. Number 8. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Long before the Aztecs, a mysterious civilization built Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. At its peak around 500 AD, it was home to over 100,000 people and some of the largest structures in the ancient world. The Pyramid of the Sun rises 216 feet high, rivaling the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Avenue of the Dead stretches for miles, lined with temples, plazas, and palaces. Yet the identity of its builders remains a mystery. They left no written records. Later, the Aztecs stumbled upon its ruins and named it the place where gods were born. Today, Teotihuacan remains a powerful symbol of ancient ambition, geometry, and mysticism. Sometimes you don't need words, just look at this place. Number 7. Moai statues of Easter Island, Rapa Nui. Scattered across a remote Pacific island are nearly 1,000 massive stone figures, the Moai. Carved by the Rapa Nui people between the 13th and 16th centuries, these statues stand up to 33 feet tall and weigh over 80 tons. They were not just art. They represented deified ancestors, watching over the island's clans. Some still stand tall, while others lay unfinished in ancient quarries. How these enormous stones were moved across rugged terrain remains a mystery. Legends speak of walking statues. Over time, deforestation, conflict, and isolation led to the island's decline. Yet the Moai endure, staring into the ocean with solemn dignity, guardians of a fading world. Let the next few seconds take you there. Number 6. Colosseum, Rome, Italy. The Colosseum is ancient Rome's greatest architectural statement, an amphitheater that could seat over 50,000 spectators, built in just 8 years under Emperor Vespasian and his son Titus. Gladiator battles, naval reenactments, wild animal hunts. The Colosseum was the ultimate stage for Roman power and spectacle. Its complex system of elevators, trapdoors, and underground tunnels remains an engineering marvel. But behind the grandeur was brutality. Blood was spilled for entertainment and imperial propaganda. Damaged by earthquakes and time, it still stands as a symbol of Rome's eternal legacy. Ruthless, ambitious, and magnificently built to last. This is what wonder looks like. Number 5. Great Wall of China. Spanning over 13,000 miles, the Great Wall is not a single structure, but a vast network of fortifications built over centuries by different Chinese dynasties. Its most iconic sections were built during the Ming Dynasty, designed to protect the empire from northern invasions. But it also served as a border control system, complete with watchtowers, garrisons, and signaling stations. Constructed through mountains, deserts, and plains, it's one of the largest human-made structures ever built. Some parts are crumbling, others fully restored, but every stone carries stories of war, resilience, and the enduring desire to define and defend a civilization. No explanation needed, just look. Number 4. Petra, Jordan. Hidden behind rose-colored cliffs in the Jordanian desert, Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a city carved directly into sandstone. Flourishing around the 1st century AD, Petra became a key hub for trade routes connecting Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. Its crowning jewel, Al-Khazne, or the Treasury, stuns with its intricate Hellenistic facade, cut from solid rock. But Petra is far more than a single tomb. It's an entire city of temples, amphitheaters, and water engineering that defied the desert. Rediscovered by the West in the 19th century, Petra today is a symbol of lost grandeur, an ancient crossroads frozen in stone. Step into the view. Number 3. Machu Picchu, Peru. High in the Andes, shrouded in clouds, lies Machu Picchu, the sacred city of the Inca Empire. Built in the 15th century and abandoned a century later, it was never discovered by Spanish conquistadors, preserving its mysteries. Its perfectly cut stones, terraced fields, and sun-aligned temples reveal profound knowledge of astronomy, agriculture, and engineering. Thought to be a royal estate or religious retreat, Machu Picchu's true purpose is still debated. Hidden until 1911, it's now one of the most iconic archaeological sites in the world, a testament to human ingenuity amidst impossible terrain. As stunning as it sounds, even better when you see it. Number 2. Angkor, Cambodia. Once the heart of the mighty Khmer Empire, Angkor is a sprawling city of stone, forest, and water. Its centerpiece, Angkor Wat, is the world's largest religious monument, originally Hindu, later Buddhist. Built in the 12th century, its towers represent Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. But the Angkor complex includes dozens of temples and cities, including the hauntingly beautiful Bayon Temple, with its giant stone faces. Advanced water management made Angkor thrive, until war and climate change brought its fall. Today, it's a sacred ruin reclaimed by jungle, a reminder of power, devotion, and impermanence. Let this view speak for the place. And here is one of the most mysterious places on Earth in the very first place in our list. Giza Pyramids, Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza are the most iconic ancient monuments on Earth. Built over 4,500 years ago, they were royal tombs designed to last for eternity. The Great Pyramid, commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu, once stood at 481 feet, the tallest man-made structure in the world for nearly 4,000 years. Constructed with over 2 million limestone blocks, some weighing over 15 tons, their precise alignment with cardinal points remains a source of wonder. Nearby lies the enigmatic Sphinx, guarding the necropolis with its lion body and human face. Despite countless theories, the full secrets of how and why they were built remain unsolved. They are monuments to ambition, mystery, and the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Here's where the story comes alive. I'd love to hear from you. Share your top 3 favorites from this list in the comments. If you enjoyed the journey, feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep sharing more amazing places with you. See you in the next one. Take care and keep exploring.